Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to the garden. Today's video I'm just going to show you what the garden looks like after we've had nearly a -4C last night. We were only predicted to go around to about -2, but the temperature gauge is showing that we hit sort of a -3.8, so nearly down there. You can just see as we look down here on this little pond, it's fully iced over. See the fish under the ice here. Unfortunately, that's nearly half an inch thick, I would say, on that ice, so it has quite hit the pond quite hard. You can see other ponds over here though. This one didn't really get any sort of freeze on. Of course, we've got the water movement there. This one where we don't have any movement, you can see this is all frozen over here, and off the back here we are sort of clear of ice. Looking at back that way, you can just see the Dixonia Antarcticas. Did manage to put a wrap on them as some of the weather apps were looking a bit cooler than kind of the average. As we come down here, take a look at the Aeoniums. You can see that's kind of sat itself down now. Again, it'll be interesting to see if it kind of does recover from that. Quite a bit cooler than I'd thought these might go to. Originally, I was going to, again, put some sort of fleece over it, but kind of looking at the forecast, didn't seem that would be necessary. As we come down this way, you can just see this. Can of Cleopatra. Yeah, that's kind of been hit quite hard on that side. As we come down this way, you can see the Sycamensis. Yeah, that's completely frosted back now. I mean, ideally, if I could have wrapped these, you know, prior to the kind of long, wet and cold, probably would have been the most ideal. But as you can see here at the moment, they've been hard frosted back. What we're looking at is basically probably going to come back from the ground this year. I'm not sure if these stems will have, you know, kind of stayed solid through. They still feel decently solid, so we may try and wrap this if we do get a warm spell on the weekend. But yeah, you can see there now, unfortunately, that has been hit quite hard. Just coming this way, you can see here, hardy fuchsia, knocked back as well. The new spear on the yucca has started to kind of fold over a little bit. That may perk up, but you can just see there, yeah, it's probably not going to be too happy and probably not going to come out great. Down here, you can also see these have gone back. Another one of the flower spikes that's been hit here. As we come down onto the mini golf course, you just see we do have some sort of lingering frost, as you can see here. And if you listen under my feet, you'll just hear as we come down here, sort of the crunch. And yeah, completely kind of frozen off down here. Again, it's a bit of a kind of a frost patch that we have down here. Same for this kind of little back area here. As we come around this way though, just to show you a couple leaves hanging on the Tetrapanax. Ground is nearly frozen at the back here. I've touched some of the bed grounds and they're not frozen, which is always good. They've stayed sort of insulated. But yeah, you can see Musa basjoo completely knocked back here. Again, really kind of tatty looking now. Underneath there, you can just see the Microdasis, Puntium microdasis cactus seems to be doing all right, and some of the other cacti in the bed still seem to be there. Haven't gone to mush yet, but of course that can take some time, you know, for that to kind of occur. As we come down this way, just to show you here, Cycas revoluta looks not too bad under there. Again, if you saw sort of the previous video of the plants we are trying out. Coming this way, one I didn't mention is this yucca puck, only hardy down to about -2. Still got some shape on it, so again, we'll just have to see after the winter. You know, it does take some time for sort of rot and things to set in. Coming back down here, Percamanthus still has some green on it, so again, this test is going okay so far. You can see that Musa basjoo that stayed green from the previous frost, that's gotten hit now, which again is to be expected. As we come down here, you can just see pink china clump, that's melted back. The new frond on this baby Dixonia, if you just look at the tips here, you can just see the kind of browning. Now, it's because this frond hasn't hardened off that this may kind of brown off completely, but some of the other fronds here and right next to it completely hardened off and should be absolutely fine, even down to the kind of -4 we've seen. As we come down here, just taking a look in, Sycamensis, again, melted down. Sarcinia still, oh, these might kind of fold back in against once the, you know, kind of fully sets in. taking a look this way, you can just see Robolini, surprisingly, doesn't show any signs of damage yet. Again, it's under the protection of this tree, so it may not have had any frost land on it. But once again, you know, especially with palms, it can take some time to kind of show winter damage. So it'll be interesting to kind of see, again, if this does decide to hang on. We've got the Spanish moss here. Seems absolutely fine, so once again I think that should be okay so far, at least in the winter. Come down here, Washingtonia robusta, again leaves look okay so far. Again, doesn't show any big signs of kind of damage, so hopefully this may do all right next to the fence here. Again, you can see it sitting in the sun now, warming up, so once again hopefully that kind of afternoon sun just kind of helps it to get through here. Interestingly, Pteris albianata right here, the lovely kind of foliage on it, that has done all right. I thought that might melt. Again, these are typically known as like houseplants, so, you know, really, I've not seen any cases of this going through. Put down in the comments if you have seen it. Again, quite a nice fern. I brought one of them inside, and again, testing this one outside. Now, with this one particular fern, you can just see here, it's quite a bit more kind of stiffer leaves, so it's not as soft, but you can see I think it's going to get some browning on it there, unfortunately. Dicksonia antarctica, newest one here. Just see, fronds absolutely fine. These are all hardened off beforehand. Got that wrapped in straw in the crown, as well as a little bit of fleece in the crown there as well. Again, not looking too bad. You know, I'm quite happy that so far, even with a -4, it seems we are still sort of you know, got quite a bit of green around. Again, it does take time for some of this stuff to kind of kick in and kind of show itself. Down like the Dusty Millers, these can kind of eventually go towards the end of this winter. But as we say, for the meantime, yeah, it's still kind of showing some green as we look around here. Just looking into here as well, again, into the center bed, you can just see here, hopefully the cordyline, which has grown a fair bit this year, won't have taken much damage. But again, these can, you know, spear pull and have issues if it goes too cold and the ice or anything sits in the actual crown of the plant there. But yeah, with that said, just wanted to kind of show you a little update, just what the gardens kind of look like after a -4. We'll keep you guys updated as well. Any colder temperatures, of course, we'll kind of show you the damage, and over time, anything else that kind of melts away, of course, we'll show you that as well. But of course, if you haven't checked out the Friends of the channel, be in the comment section below. If you're not part of our channel, feel free to join. We've got lots of content coming out. Any ideas you've got, put them down in the comment section below. And with that said, of course, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.